All right, back to Unit 2. Um, so we're on Topic 2 now. Topic 2 only has one objective, so this one's going to be real quick. But your objective for Topic 2, Consequences of Population Distribution, is explain how population distribution and density affect society and the environment. So just thinking about how where people lives, thinking about where people live and how dense the population is affects both the society and the environment. So, real quick, these are the economic, political, and social implications. So, areas with larger populations and greater population density have greater political, economic, and social power. Um, so, politically, greater control over laws and a larger influence. You can see that, um, especially during times like now, election season, whenever they're doing polls or whatever they're presenting on the news. A lot of times, I mean, they're not coming to Ruston, to talk to people. They're going to those large population hubs, and so that is where that's where it feels like a lot of the influence is coming from. Movements typically don't start, in rural areas. They're going to start in places with more people just because there is a larger influence there. Economically, where the people are, the jobs are going to be because businesses want to market where they can have the greatest profit. We kind of talked about that um, in the first topic, but businesses want to market where they have the greatest profit. So um, they're not gonna, you know, place their businesses where they cannot, make the money that they want to make. So a lot of times that's, where you get there's nothing to do here. Well, it's because there's not enough people here. So it is kind of it's kind of a cycle if you think about it. People move away from small towns because there's nothing to do and no opportunity. But the reason there's nothing to do and no opportunity there is because there's people move away and there's not a lot of people. Um, so those are some of the implications. And then social implications, there's greater access to healthcare, better educational opportunities, and more cultural diversity in places with a larger population. The environment and natural resource implications. So as population grows and communities expand, we start to alter the environment and landscape. And we actually did a project on that. You guys did that like the first week of school, just how humans have different ways that they've altered Earth's environment just because, we have stuff we like to do. But they start asking, we need more space to grow food and to house people, so what do we do? Well, they take the natural landscape, they chop down the trees, and they build houses and turn it into farmland. This loss of natural landscape is irreversible, though. Um, you know, yeah, trees are a renewable resource, um, but if chop a whole bunch of trees down and build something on top of it, like those trees aren't going to grow back. So that's what it means by that. That type of loss is irreversible. As population grows and communities expand, we start to use more natural resources. Every region of the world has a carrying capacity, and we talked about what that means. It's the amount of people that a place can hold without damaging the environment. But carrying capacity can and does increase with new technology or farming practice. It can increase the carrying capacity, but a natural disaster can quickly reduce it. And so there's actually debate, and I want to do a case study on this. I'm hoping we have time, but there's a debate. There's like two different theorists, and like one says, yeah, you can overpopulate the world, and the other says, well, we've been saying that forever, and the world hasn't overpopulated yet. So does carrying capacity always just keep increasing with new technologies and stuff. It's a super interesting debate, but carrying capacity does increase and decrease, because of new technology or because of natural disasters. So that was topic 2. Get your summary down at the bottom and answer the question. If when you answer the question it doesn't go to the next section, it means you got the question wrong. Don't keep guessing. Go back and see why you got it wrong so that you can understand what you're supposed to understand. So when you get the question right, it'll let you move on. I got like 8,000 emails about that last time.